We row back to the shore with Maxwell in tow. Oh. Hello. Hello everyone, my name is XFox1 and welcome back to some more Dream Daddy Dad Rector's Cut Dating Simulator. We have already tackled two of the daddies. We have tackled Hugo, which is our daughter's English teacher, and we also tackled our old college buddy, Kegstan, Craig. In this one, since today is Father's Day, and we seem to have a bit of a having a bit of a dad complex rivalry with him. We are going to be going after Brian. You know, Big Daddy. Alright, so again, we are going to load back up with the very first dad book.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hell yeah, I do. Alright, and we're going after Brian today. And let's see. On a Friday, okay, hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. See just how, let's see, on Friday night, you're most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. If you had one thing to take with you on a deserted island, what would it be? My fishing pole. What are your turn-ons? A keen understanding of steak cuts. Let's see. What did you want to be when you grow up? A fireman. What's your favorite movie genre? Romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Deck building. What do you never leave without home? My portable fishing. Man, this guy really likes fishing. And then, last but not least, I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Aw. So yeah, let's message him. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more, but it seems like Daisy and Amanda get along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. I crack my knuckles and start typing. Let's see. Hey, Brian. Great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang soon. I wait a couple of minutes until a ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on the screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say. Hey man. Always love a good burg with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signs his name. That's cute. Friendly competition. This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I'm proud to say she's almost better than I am. ... Almost. I type back. Hey Amanda. Oh, I missed the message. One sec! Amanda walks in through the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. You up for some... Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Aw. Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah.
I just got sad because I started thinking about how I'll never have telekinesis. Not this again. You know what? Why not? Not this again. We already went over this with flying, super strength, and laser vision. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Mina's eyes narrow at me. What? Are you... Shh. You're breaking my laser focus. Hey, don't shoot fake lasers at me. You know what? We have to do it. It's a dad thing. I put my hands to my temples and focus on Amanda. I'm shooting so many fake lasers at her with my brain right now. She dodges and goes and does impressive rolls under the coffee table. I've trained her well. Pew pew pew! I try to duck, but it's too late. I'm beaten. Arg! You shot me!
Ah.
I fall on the ground. A broken old man taken down by an imaginary laser. Hey. Oh. Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I'm a little out of practice, and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep it in the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo. Let's do this. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Arr, matey, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Why are you talking like that? Because this mini golf course is pirate themed. I just now realized that we are indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt course. Oh,
Hey.
come on, pirate dad. Why don't you talk like a pirate with me? Arr, ahoy, scurvy? Avast ye! I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with me superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloons? Come on, Dad. You tell me that this was just gonna be a friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. Just mini golf? It's so much more than that. I kneel down and place my hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf. Whatever happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun when we beat them. And it gives me side eye before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys! Ahoy! Brian walks up with Daisy in tow, and it looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for a mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
All right, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh, Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just a play putt-putt on.
Oh.
Amanda gives Daisy a look.
Oh.
I mean, aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda. Ah, look at those two. Yep, they're two peas in a pod. So, you excited to get some mini golf on? Oh, you know it. You a gambling man? I know when to hold 'em. I know when to fold 'em. I know when to, shoot. That's pretty much all I know how to do. How about the loser buys drinks tonight? All right, but how about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn for this week. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned about how you're gonna maneuver around my hedges. It's high technical work, not for the faint of heart. I don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh yeah? Hole in one every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already comes out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands and lock eyes. It's about to go down. Please tell me this isn't a minigame. Oh no, I suck at this.
Into the brine.
Oh, thank God.
Full of balm.
Oh shit.
Dead men sink no putts.
Damn it!
Dead men sink no putts.
Damn it! This is hard.
Dead men sink no putts.
Oh God.
You've lost your ball.
Fuck.
You've lost your ball.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Into the
Okay,
brine.
that counts. Fuck! Too late, too late.
Dead men sink no huts.
That's gonna be an F. Oh, getting there. Oh, that sucked. Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy walk to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time trying to destroy Brian underfoot. I just asked because your eye is twitching. No, it's not. Twitch. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises an eyebrow. We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right, it's just a game. A game with extremely high stakes that we are currently losing. Dad. Please, Amanda. Please nail the next hole for me. I need your help now more than ever. If it's really that important to you, sure. Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her pole, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot and looks me right in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug. Oops. I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate the fact of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo.
Armity.
Okay. And...
Into the brine.
okay, I didn't think that was gonna work. Okay, come on. Fuck.
You've lost your ball. Yo ho ho in a hole full of bomb.
Oh. Come on. Ah.
You've lost your ball. Into the brine.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was... how are you supposed to make that?
You've lost your ball.
Fuck. I promise you, I'm not trying to lose.
Men sink no huts.
What the fuck is this? What?
Dead men
Are you
sink no
serious? I try to maintain an air of professionalism because there are children present, but I can feel the crushing weight of four dads before me, casting a disappointed look upon my broken frame. I have failed you, fathers, and for that I am sorry. Man, that was some good shooting there, Fred. I have lost at putt-putt. I'm sorry. Amanda groans.
Yeah.
Arr, Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did. And we haven't found the buried treasure yet. I think we need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two go enjoy your night.
Oh.
Sounds like a plan. Fred, you cool with that? Sure, just don't get yourselves into too much trouble. Can do. I'll make sure we get into perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny rebellious heart. Well, guess we should hit the bar now. There's actually a tiki bar attached to the place. How about that? That sounds like a plan. I guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which I'm not jazzed about, considering I just completely blew it at Pup-Pup course. Okay, Dad, you can do this. Just gotta drown my sorrows in some typical loser drink and get out of here. Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a Kichi island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the wall, and several fake parrots are strewn about. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. Bartender whips us up to rum drinks inside of hollowed out pineapples. I set them. He sets them on fire, and we have to blow them out before he can drink them. Usually, I just like to, I don't know, drink my drinks. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. And best me again? I think not. I take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Sorrow tastes fruity. My lawn care needs are very particular. I hope you're up for the challenge. Oh, don't worry. I'll bring my own salt to promote healthy growth in a suitable environment. Oh, come on now, Fred. I'm just having a little fun with you. I grumble and sip more of my fruity sorrow drink. Fine, fine. You got me on this one. While I sip more of the drink, I notice the TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. I love the show. Always made me want to. It always made me want to own a deck. Ugh, I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's 3-week job minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that interested. It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody could watch it. I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. I have terrible news for you, Fred. No. No! Not them too! That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts, though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have the emergency escape buttons. I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So, wait. You're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow, nice work. Yeah, kind of took after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too? The best. He practically built half this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying to not become your father, when you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream job for me, at least. Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point, and as a dad, I've been okay with that, until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have that patio furniture that I haven't put together still sitting in the garage. Okay. Maybe we should cool it with the dad competition. Gotta keep it light. I'm gonna ask him about his daughter. So, Daisy seems pretty smart for her age. Yeah, she's a genius. She definitely doesn't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beats me at Scrabble constantly. To be fair, Scrabble is really hard. I can barely make good words when I have a whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters. Brian laughs. See? Oh, see? We can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason. I think. Let's keep it moving. You know what? Let's compliment his beard. Your beard is nice. It looks very healthy. Thanks, I grew it myself. Hey, you're not allowed to dad joke another dad. Is this how our daughters feel all the time? I'm upset. I upset? I'm dad. No! I mean, you walked right into that one. That's Dad Joke 101. Listen, buddy, I took Dad Joke 101 years ago. I'm in the 400th level classes, and I'm well on my way to a degree in fart humor. Wow, Amanda must be so proud. She is not. I look around the room and take in the Kichi decor. Is it Kichi? Kitschy? I don't know. Looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian, and I gesture to it. Cool fish. It's definitely fake. Really?
Ah.
Everything in here is fake. The palm trees over there is just ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it. I look over. He's right.
Oh.
But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger though. Of course yours was bigger. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep. I went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out on sea for 3 days catching fish, drinking beer, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Threw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh man, there was some of the best food I've ever had. That's actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed already, but I was out there catching the stars. Had my line out too. Then all of a sudden, it starts running. So I jump on the reel. It gets ripped out of the rod rack and starts fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's just man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I get him up to the surface and finally get a sight for it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it onto the boat single-handedly.
Hey.
You know what happens next? What happens
Ah,
next?
shucks.
The damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail, knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck. The fish was gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would say I'd spent the rest of my life trying to catch the fish, Captain Ahab style. I'm sure Daisy would be supportive.
Hey.
Ah man, fishing's the life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can't tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. I'm amazing at fishing. I'm the best at fishing. Do I boast? Outfish me. Okay, you apparently loved that one. I'm simply the best out there. Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing?
Ah.
Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. Oh no. Oh. I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers, we can sit back, relax, and reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on. You know you want to. I sigh. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an Zuperin high five. Yes, maybe we'll see if we can catch the most fish. So I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me, but they don't call me Fred good at catching fish Foxington for nothing. I am spinning a web of lies, and I fear will one day consume me. Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside. Till next time. Kiss my bass, Brian. This is a great opportunity for friendship. You know what? I'm real excited. Okay, that one was good. To catch way more fish than you, Brian. Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is gonna become a whole thing, isn't it? Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. So, how was your hang with Brian? It was okay. Oh yeah, he seems like a neat dude. I think so. I don't know. The guy loves good competition. But then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure for a little bit, but Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit. So we just watched some documentaries about theoretical physics. I put her to bed, and then we sat around eating Brian's food. Then I sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she's had a hard time relating to other kids. She actually reminds me of you at her age. Although she doesn't bite people as much as you did. I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. It feels good. You gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me. Oh! I told him I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know. I'm kind of panicking. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently on a boat on the lake for a few hours, with no promises of a tangible reward. Your only companion being the fear and doubt that you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing's fun. You'll remind yourself as the whole world darkens around you, and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection, or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. It is my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming too. Well, I bet I can convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine, sold. I'm in. Alright, I'm bushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops.
That's a 10 out of 10 if ever I've seen one.
Alright, so off to a good start with Brian, I suppose. Pay your bills early? Yes. Always do that. While I'm in my afternoon word jumble, I hear the mail truck pull up to the cold suck. I wonder if I got my coupons. Nice mail person slides the coupon letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries, but I get them through. Hey, my coupons! I'm gonna probably fast forward a little bit of this because this is my third video of this. So it's just Amanda getting accepted into college, okay? If you happen to miss the whole thing, you can watch the entire playthrough when I went after Hugo. And Kegs and Craig, but I'm gonna fast forward through this from now on.
Yes. Oh. Right. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, I've already been through this twice. This is the third one. If you want to see the full playthrough, please again check out the past two videos. All right. And yep, we're just gonna go after him. If I can figure out the card thing, I'll try to use that. I'm still a little new to the YouTube thing. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh, I have a message from Brian. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a freshman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. I tap back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. Make sure your mower's in good working order because you're gonna be all over my lawn this weekend. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting. Wait. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of Hey, I do that. That's not a monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese, and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda.
Dad.
Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No, Amanda. We have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master at fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Girl Scout was brief and purely transactional. Though I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to like be outside and the tie knots and stuff. But I have to be Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at a coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine. And I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course, I remember. How does that have to go? How does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish? And burns? Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with competition against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try to explain it to me. Okay, Brian's just... He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, good. I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pops. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, Panda. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something to get, something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up the morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on the freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat stony silent, fishing pole in hand and beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On that long drive home, my father brought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. It is placid and still, and I'm holding my fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catch. I cast my lure into the water and wait, and wait, and wait. My whole being is disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father. He looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and grab a different one. I look up at my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again and can't hold my footing. My multitude of fish that had just been lying just beneath the surface, all swimming around me as if taunting me. Lure if you're trying to catch a trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothing and get ready. I spot a forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda. I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blankets to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda, whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do a word jumbles. The doorbell rings. That must be Brian. Still rubbing her eyes, we walk in. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him.
Early bird gets the worm, buddy.
You ready to fish?
I was born ready.
My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof, woof. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir?
Maxwell, let Fred sit.
Maxwell obediently hops into the back and cuddles with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep.
You ready for an adventure?
I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So, where exactly are we heading?
It's about an hour drive north of here. Little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy nature.
My fishing pole's in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow?
But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though.
Right. I am digging a hole here. I stare out the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusk pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leads back into the brush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach the clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake.
Well, here we are.
I step out of the car and help Brian unload the gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackling boxes and the coolers down to the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting.
Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell.
I vest onto Maxwell. Woof woof.
Alright, your turn.
Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me.
Suit yourself.
Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks.
You kids want to fish?
I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing?
Daisy, don't you want to fish?
I think catching fish is kind of inhuman. We're going to explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff.
Alright, be safe. Don't go too far.
Brian puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Let's see, most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why oh, god damn it.
Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early.
Yeah, I know, that's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about.
Still a gambling man?
You know it.
Let's see who can catch more fish.
You can catch more than one. Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm going to catch, obviously.
I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn.
Custody over children. That's awful. Custody over children.
More than that, let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker.
The Whacker Master 2000? That's a limited edition.
But, if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000.
The cordless version?
That's the one.
Shit. The Reach and Cut 3000 is state-of-the-art. My weed whacker is prized possession, but there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolishness, fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff, and I can't quite follow his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackling box and at the pole in my hand. Well, start with the basics. I fish a worm from the styrofoam container Brian brought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh my god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, there's blood everywhere. The worm is not on the hook.
Need some help?
No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know?
I think that's sharks.
No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Tie a knot or something? Why not? I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian. The classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver onto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud splush. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Ah, go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another line. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there, feeling like an idiot. Oh, is this another, minigame? Oh, okay.
Fishing around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line 3 in a row of the same species and reel them in.
I need to match 3 of them of the same species. I can't tell which fish is which.
Match that fish.
Oh shit.
Nice match.
Fuck.
Now you're fishing. Match of the day. Catch of the day.
Oh shit.
Match of the day.
Oh shit, shit. I have no clue what I'm doing.
Catch of the day. Nice catch.
Don't give me hints, I know what I'm doing.
Match of the day. Now you're fishing. Catch of the day.
I don't know how much of a score I need.
Nice catch.
All I know is that I need to beat Brian. That is my goal. I must fish more than Brian.
Nice match.
Haha. See, fishing is easy.
Catch of the day.
Shit. I have no clue what I'm doing. I can't see any more fish that are the same. Oh god, have I gone blind? Am I missing up? Oh wait.
Now you're fishing.
Yeah, just don't panic.
Nice catch.
You know, just gotta breathe. Take it easy.
Catch of the day.
Yeah. Shut up, Brian.
Rainbow trout. Nice catch.
I know what I'm doing.
Nice catch.
Oh god.
Nice match. Now you're fishing.
This better be enough fish to impress him.
Match of the day.
Come on, S. That's gotta be an S. Fresh! Okay, good.
Good work.
Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over at Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run.
Reel it in.
I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net.
It's all yours.
I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than any of the ones Brian's caught. The pole saw is mine. All my. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. I'm finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of the gear floats onto the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
I don't know.
You alright?
Does that count as one?
Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely back into the lake, I guess so.
To the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glistens in the sun across his strong back. Man, all of the general contraction must have built this guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours?
I, yes, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life, or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you've bested me in, you stupid sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like that's the only lunch we have.
Ah.
The day's young. We can fish from the shore.
Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge.
We're probably gonna have to put the kibosh on the competition for now.
Until another day. My stomach growls.
Uh-huh.
You hungry?
Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars.
Hey.
I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks.
Brian joins me by the fire, and I accept the cargo short granola.
And now we're back to waiting.
Where did the girls go off to? Shouldn't they be back by now?
I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids.
That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They probably established a small rural government by this point and install themselves as leaders. I take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks.
Here you go, bud.
Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh, I've always hated this stuff. I always hated how this stuff smells.
Really? I've always kind of liked it. Remind me of being outside.
Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me. He's a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. I'm gonna throw the stick towards the woods. Why would you break the stick in half? That's so mean. And fake throwing is not nice either. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby legs can carry him. Aww. Which consequently isn't very fast. It's very cute though. Aww.
Ah.
Nice throw, Fred.
I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. Where to pat? Oh, butt pats never fail. Actually, my boxer loves butt pats, so I already know dogs love the butt pats. I give Maxwell a few good pats on his backside. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's line. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in the cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Man and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Wow, Dad's a pro. Oh. Wow, Dad bought patrol. I'm gonna have to issue you both a citation, and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankfully that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. I mean, can you blame us? Where have you guys been? Studying entomology. What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for? A child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Ugh.
Right. We take a seat around the fire, and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything?
Fish taste okay?
Man and Daisy both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great.
Old Harding family recipe.
Huh?
Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake and
then I accidentally tipped over the boat. Don't worry, all of the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Fred?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbled me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. Poor Pup falls asleep in cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize that I have dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe the drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into a sort of conflict. So I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good, you earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it easy. Or take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. When I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish, and... Ugh, stop! Why do you care so much? Manda Panda? Just look at the guy. He so obviously got my number, and he's rubbing it in my face.
Aw.
Dad, I love you. But you're kinda dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad? You know what? I don't have the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation on asserting your masculinity. I'm gonna bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch, face down onto the floor. I am a tired slug. Amanda, the floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Always carry a pocket knife. Another good tip. S-Rank.
What an amazing date!
Hell yeah, it was. Honestly, nothing can beat reading in pins. That is my favorite one. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about to ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream, from the freezer, I turn off the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound. I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. I hate fast forwarding through this part, so I'm gonna keep it going. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugging up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. I'll try pushing this time. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. And we're gonna leave her alone. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry. But I also get that feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want to see her happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of a very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of the room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes the still freezer burn waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a very long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back in the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her how to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. Remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she stood there in the middle of the street and screamed. When I took her for ice cream, then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse, but I have an idea. I start rummaging around for some ingredients. I hear Amanda walk through the door instead of heading for the kitchen like she normally does. She makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly avoiding me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There is a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, so just whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy.
Oh no.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understood. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator, place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting's set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and I had to start over and this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us some delicious cake. So it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately and there's just I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take some notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. That's the best
All
friend.
right.
You got it. Wow, proud of you. Anyways, since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while. Just then, I found out from Rose M that both of the Emmas, Grace, and Noah all went to the party at Mackenzie F's on the same night that they all told me that they were busy studying for the Calc AB finals. Yikes.
Oh.
So another important piece of information is God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only other person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invited everyone to go get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them have ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all said they were busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Oh.
So I go to the mall and get to the food court, and who do I see there? But Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalator watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the gossipy one? I know! Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was really angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MR asking how long this Noah thing's been going on. And sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? Let's just go with what did MR say? Oh, okay. Get a load of this. MR says, you know what? Let me just read it out to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word in an adorously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, and I am trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, "Well, if you think I'm such a terrible friend, then just stop being my friend." And I was like, "Okay." And then she left me on red and left you on red? What's that? Oh, like she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there was read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend that I understand. Gotcha. So, while this is all going on, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, "How could you say that about me?" And I'm like, "Say what about you?" And he tells me that Emma P had screenshots of everything and told her, and I told her that the group chat, and I got kicked off. Wait, what? And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, "How could you say that about me?" And I'm like, "Say what about you?" And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expect it from everyone else, but Emma R. Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Emma stabs the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not the cool one anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. As mad as I am at everyone, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, and I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sword tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to get upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've been secretly a robot who's approximated human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I were a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want any advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. That's always the best piece of advice. When you get older, you start realizing all sorts of people you want to associate yourself. Ugh. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friends? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their characters than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yes. Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
That's voice acting. Yeah, that's actually true. I actually almost got water
Welcome.
intoxication before.
You've got dads.
Alright, and we're going after the last daddy. Yep, save and continue. I spent the day laundering around the house in my bathrobe and slippers, committing to enjoy my day off as a testament to the world. Third coffee of the day and doing my second word jumble in pen. Man, this is the life. Hey, this one spells door. You're still taking me to the fair later, right? There's a fair? Dad, it's literally around the corner from us. It's not ringing a bell. I came home yesterday with cotton candy. Nope, nothing.
Aw.
I gave you a teddy bear that I won, specifically stating where and when I got it from. Seriously? Amanda walks to the windowsill and slides drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance. Oh, right, that one. I thought you meant another carnival. You're coming with me tonight, right? Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this. I look down at the mug of coffee and the word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to. Amanda points to my word jumble. Park, dog, clock, cereal. I knew that. I totally knew that.
Yeah.
The secret word that they spell out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this. Now you don't have any excuse. You're coming with me. Amanda pushes me into my bedroom and forces me to change out of my bathrobe. Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight. Aw, got it. And no flip-flops. Not after last time. We don't talk about last time. Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sounds of carnival music. So, what's the first thing we're gonna do at this fair? Eat gross food, like deep-fried everything, and wait. Eat greasy food, like deep-fry everything and put it in my mouth. I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe that deep-frying process can transmutate any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing. Please don't throw up this time. I know my limits. You said that last time. I was still calibrating. I'm dialed in now. I'm dialed in now. You'll ride the rides with me, right? If you're looking for someone to ride scary rides with, that's a straight veto from the dad constituency. However, I am happy to stand at the Ferris wheel and take blurry pictures of you riding the rides, as per dad custom. Define scary rides. Anything that moves. Well, you're no fun. Maybe we'll find someone at the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Yeah, maybe one of your friends from school will be there, like, who's that one with the eyebrows? Teresa? She's got mono. What about the one with the vapes? Alex got suspended for vaping in the school bathroom. Well, I hear carnival rides are fun as a solo rider, but then I'll have no one to puke on. Or will I? What? Hey, look, we're here.
Oh.
The carnival is packed with people from all over town tonight. Screaming kids run around with cotton candy and buckets of soda clutched in their grubby fists. Colorful lights flash all around us. I feel like just smelling the air will clog my arteries. Hey, let's go over there. Let's go over to those greasy food carts first. Amanda leads me by the hand, which seems like a very specific direction. I know my favorite one is around here somewhere. Wait a second. Is that Brian? Wow, look who it is. Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused look on his face that I'm sure I have. What a coincidence that we happen to be here at the same time in the same exact place. Wow, this is so weird. Can you believe we just happened to come in to the carnival at the same night at the same time? Yes, Daisy, that is so strange. How bizarre. Brian. Fred. I can feel my competitive fire burning inside me again. Last we met, Brian had made food for me by besting me at fishing, and then out-humbled me in front of my own daughter. I still want that pole saw. There's plenty of midway games here. Okay, how about we hang out as a team and explore the carnival together? Yes, Amanda, that sounds like an excellent idea. Let's all go and do stuff together. Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy as they lead us towards some rides. I can't believe Brian's here. Dad, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together, and she's helped me with my algebra homework, and I've been corrupting her soul with rock and roll music. She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop competing or complaining about each other. Oh, he's complaining about me? No, Dad, that's not what I meant. If you and Brian just talked to each other, maybe you would see that you have a lot in common. See, now I gotta turn it up to 11. Brian's getting obliterated.
Oh.
Dad, you have to chill. Please, chill, for my sake. I'm chill. I'm so chill. I'm like stupidly chill. And once I prove, God damn it. And once I prove, once and for all, that I am clearly the better dad, I'll be so chill you could call me liquid nitrogen. I will destroy him.
Aw.
Dad! I spot the entrance to the midway, a perfect opportunity. Hey Brian, check it out. Wanna get a couple of games in?
That sounds fun. Maybe a little friendly competition.
Huh?
No, we want to check out some clowns over there. Amanda, you're scared of clowns. Overruled. Ugh, fine, sure, let's play some games. But if we spend the whole night in there, I'm filling for emancipation. Or filing for emancipation. Oh, lighten up, I'll win you something nice.
And I'll win you something nice too, Daisy.
I'll win more nice things than Brian.
I'd like to see you try.
Brian and I glare at each other. We've been at it for longer than I'd like to admit. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily at each other. At each new game, Brian and I challenge each other to. Their arms overburdened with stuffed animals and t-shirts and with rainbow armbands all onto them. And for every game I win, Brian seems to answer back.
Dad.
Dad, please, enough. Just one last game, honey.
So, Fred, we're tied. What's the ultimate prize?
I spot it from across the midway. We lock eyes. It swim absently in a bowl of water. That goldfish will be mine. Amanda, sweetie, how about I win you a goldfish? If it'll get us out of here, great! I look over at Brian. We don't say a word, but our locked eyes confirm it. The person who wins the goldfish wins that night.
Oh. Looks like it's skee ball. You any good?
I am this best skee ball player to ever grace the earth. Think you can handle me?
Still willing to put up your weed whacker?
Only if you're willing to part with that pole saw.
Lawn grooming equipment that goes to the skee ball champ?
We share an earnest shake. Minigame.
Ski that ball.
Okay, so how does this work? He's winning. He's still winning? I will win, Brian. Ha! I win. The bell sounds and lights flashes. It feels like things are moving in slow motion. The guy running the booth points at me. I turn to look at Brian, and his face is priceless. The attendant reaches up and dumps the goldfish into a plastic baggie. My hand shakes as he passes it over to me. I've done it. I've finally done it. The fish is mine. The pole saw is mine. Victory is mine. I have bested Brian.
You won, fair and square.
I hold the goldfish above my head, brandishing it aloft for the world to see. You know what? Speech! 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 Oh wow, he actually liked that. I have achieved the title of Peak Dad. I am the Alpha Dad. Father around the world cower before me, before my patriarchal superiority. I invite any dad to come for the crown, for I will most assuredly defend it. I get down on one knee and hold out the goldfish to Amanda. Daughter dearest, whatever shall you name your newfound friend? Amanda takes the baggie from me and stares at it blankly. Hmm. I think I'll name him. Amanda looks me dead in the eye, unblinking. Brian. Brian holds back a chuckle. Brian the man, not Brian the fish.
Hey.
Great name.
You know what?
Alright.
Hey, can we go? Can we go on the Ferris wheel? Yeah, I want to ride the Ferris wheel.
Hey.
Of course.
I'll hang out and watch you guys. Still not a fan of carnival rides.
Hey.
I'd be happy to ride some rides with you kids.
I'm just kidding. I love carnival rides. I'm the best at them. You traverse the fair and end up at a relatively short line for the Ferris wheel. It doesn't seem like a very popular ride. Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly. I can feel Brian glare at me. So, how'd you do on the trig final? Way better than I thought I would. Those cosines problems still tipped me up, so I drew a cat instead and answered the questions. And instead of answering the questions, and my teacher gave me points for effort. Wow. Is high school really that easy? Absolutely yes. The school of hard knocks, though, that's another story. Amanda playfully punches Daisy on the arm. Welcome to the streets. You checked out that art book I gave you? Yeah, I love that section on female photographers. You have good taste. You know, I bet your photos will be in a book someday.
Oh no.
Daisy, stop, or I'll cry. They're so cute. Next. Amanda pushes me forward.
Alright.
You first. I sit down in the carriage. And now you. Daisy pushes Brian into the carriage next to me. Before I could say anything, the ride operator closes the gate. Now wait just a second. We're gonna get some deep fried pickles. You two take this time to work out your differences.
Aha.
Hold on.
Get along. Amanda and Daisy run off into the crowd and the ride starts moving. Ugh, I can't speak. I sit in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. I don't even know what Amanda's talking about.
Neither do I.
Our carriage creeps slowly upwards. Ferris wheels are boring. Could this ride go any slower?
Oh, is it too fast for you?
That's not what I meant. How could this get any worse? Suddenly, the ride jerks to a halt with us at the very top of the wheel. I can hear the faint yells of the ride operator down below. Sorry, folks, ride stuck. Guess a raccoon must have stole a key component on the motor. They're very crafty animals and are frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense that they would pilfer something like that. Anyway, it'll be some time before we can get y'all down, settle in, and get cozy. Well, and hey, no hand stuff while you're up there. Well, and no mouth stuff either. Well, this is just great. I look down at I look over the expanse. I look down over the expanse of the carnival. I hate to admit, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at the food cart, melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't I get some funnel cake first? My stomach rumbles.
Oh, I know that sound.
Ryan reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out some fruit leathers, offering it to me.
Cherry or mango?
I don't want your stupid fruit leather. Brian opens his mouth and starts eating it.
Fine.
My stomach growls again. God damn it, why didn't I take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as the crowd begins to form around us. A group of carnival workers attempt to restart the engine. I suddenly remember that I have a tiny book of word jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out and start working on a fresh page, determined not to look at Brian.
Hey, I always bring a puzzle book with me too.
Brian pulls out a small book of crossword puzzles and a pen. Are you kidding me? I throw my book of word jumbles over the side of the Ferris wheel in a fit of rage.
Whoa.
Oh, I bet we could find it whenever we get off this thing.
Ah, shucks.
Here, you can borrow my crosswords.
Brian holds his book and pen over to me with a smile. Absolutely not.
Ah. Hmm?
Why do you hate me so much? Hate you? Why do you think you're better than me?
Aha.
I don't think I'm better than you.
Oh, okay, so you just offering me some fruit snacks and crosswords out of the kindness of your heart?
Aha.
Yes?
A likely story. All you do is brag about how smart your kid is and your landscaping and your stupid weed whacker. I'm sick of it.
Whoa!
And all you do is one-up me every chance you get. The only thing I couldn't win is one-upping other people competition, because you would win that, because that's what you do.
I don't know.
I don't do it on purpose. Wait, what? You're messing with me, right? No. But
I don't know about that.
I don't think I'm better than you at all. You and your daughter are amazing. I thought we were competing just for fun at first, but the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you just hated me. And the more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you. There were times when I did want to beat you, but really, what I wanted was for you to like me. Oh my god. I feel like such an ass. Let's be honest with ourselves. Brian, I'm so sorry. This whole time, it's all clear. It's all so clear now. Is this what Amanda was trying to tell me? I've just been projecting my own insecurities onto you. Everything about you makes me feel inadequate. I think I was just trying to tear you down to compensate for my own low self-esteem. I feel like a total idiot. If I'm being totally honest, I think you're really cool and strong and a good dad. And you're really... Maybe we don't go there just yet. Anyway, I have a lot of respect for you, Brian. I'm sorry I got so weird and jealous. I think if you're willing to forgive me, we could probably be good friends. We sit in silence for a second.
Hey!
Can we start over? What do you mean? From the beginning. Brian holds out his hand. Hi, I'm Brian. I take his hand and shake it vigorously. Hey Brian, I'm Fred. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt. Thanks, Fred. Brian and I look at each other. We share a smirk over this silly little game, but it feels good to be on the same side for once. Alright folks, thanks for being patient. Turns out that raccoon didn't steal parts, but instead was still rummaging around in the inner working of the engine. We've formed a weary yet mutually beneficial truce. The carriage starts moving and we find ourselves down on dry land in no time. Brian and I wander around for a little bit looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on that Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. I'm glad we worked things out. Me too, buddy. Now that that's over with, we can get home to quietly enjoy our evenings. Agreed. Dad! Amanda and Daisy run up to us. I think your kids will be pleased to find that Brian and I have worked out our Dad, that's great and all, but Brian's in trouble. But Brian's right. The fish, Brian. What? Daisy and I got on the log flume, and when we were going down the hill, Brian flew right out of the log, and now he's hanging on some pipes on the right. We have to save him. But Brian's the fish, Brian the fish. Oh, right. Come on. We sprint over to the log flume, spotting Brian the fish stuck in the rafters on the right. We'll get you down, little buddy. We have to get Brian before the fair closes, or who knows what'll happen to him. But the fair closes in 10 minutes. I guess we need to hustle then. What's the plan? Well, one ride around the track lasts 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from the pipe right above the drop, so you'll have a window of about 10 seconds to grab him. Wow, did you really just do all that math in your head? That's really impressive. I just counted. It's not that impressive. I'm so proud of you, honey. Okay. That raptor is pretty high up. How are we gonna reach him? We all think for a second. I've got it. Brian runs over the midway to the last game we played and snags a pole from the game attendant that they used to grab the stuffed animals. I think this will do the trick. Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand. Here, there's our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is now in your hands. There's no time. Come on. Brian leads me by the hand into the entrance of the log flumes, getting there just in the nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. We take our seats in the slippery vinyl. The ride operator pulls down the bar over our laps. You ready for this? The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unnaturally blue water sloshes over the sides, soaking my shoes. This is gross. You know how earlier I said that I was the best at carnival rides? The ride jerks forward, and I let go of a small yelp. That might have been an embellishment. Or rickety log makes the slow climb up the tracks for the most grueling minute of my life. I see him! Hanging from the rafters just before the drop is our beloved Brian the fish, not the guy. Are you ready? I don't think I can reach. It's all you, buddy. Brian passes me the fishing pole and into my hand. Oh god, I don't know if I can do this.
Hey, I believe in you.
I gulp. I can do this. Is this a minigame?
Match of the day.
Oh, that was easy. With the precision only attainable from playing midway games at a competitive level, I hook the baggie that contains Brian the fish and place it onto my lap. I did it. I grasp the bag firmly. It'll be nice and safe during the oh god, the drop. I momentarily forgot there was a drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming real fast. Oh man, it's a big drop. So when I took consistency with carnival rides, it turns out that I under-exaggerated just how bad I am with them, and I am utterly and completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over at me and takes my hand in his. I'm right here. We can do this. He gives my hand a squeeze as our log tips over the edge and flies down the drop. Ah! The wall of water rains down on us. I realize I had my eyes squeezing shut and opened them to find Brian still holding my hand. He smiles at me. That wasn't so bad. Told you we would make it. Brian and I walk off the ride and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda. Brian!
Hey.
No, the fish.
Okay.
Aww.
Huh?
I mean, hey, thanks for saving the fish. Don't thank me. That was all your dad. Ah, shucks. It was a team effort. Yeah, you all use your special skills to get him back. Brian got the pole, Daisy did the math, and you got the fish. And I didn't get to do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what are you guys doing up there? That was totally dangerous. Minna steps in front of all of us and plants her feet. Listen, dude, I might have been totally dangerous, but I'll have you know that we triumphed over more than just your silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork and friendship and love. We banded together to achieve a common goal, and here we stand stronger than the sum of our parts. And for you two, I actually don't care. The fair's closing. Just get out of here. The ride operator wanders off. You are really sparkling conversationalist. We join the crowd of fairgoers slowly ambling back to the parking lot. You kids want to stick around for the fireworks? Do we have to? I've never seen a child less enthusiastic about fireworks. Yeah, can we just go home? We've been hauling all these prizes around for hours and my back is killing me. You kids run ahead. We'll catch up with you later tonight. Amanda and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them later curled up on my couch watching long haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. Brian and I sit down on the bench a little further away from the rest of the crowd, who's all gathered to catch the fireworks. Hell of a day, huh? You can say that again. Hell of a day, huh? This is the one time I'll let you outdad me. Ha! I'll take it. I breathe in the cool night air as the first fireworks launch and explode in the sky over the fair. I'm glad we talked about all that other stuff. Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. The firework launches into full swing, bursting around us in a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and whites. There's one more thing I have to admit, though. What's that? I don't know anything about fishing. Brian bursts out laughing. Oh, buddy. I know. What? You knew the whole time? I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it. I can feel myself blushing. He laughs again. It's okay. It was cute. If you're interested, I could... maybe I could teach you sometime. That's what friends do, right? Ha! Laughter dies down and watch the firework a little longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out. You know, it's kind of funny. What is? We're not fighting anymore, but I still feel like we've left some stuff, unresolved. Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. Brian laughs. No, it's not that. Don't you feel like there's maybe something else
I
here?
don't know about that.
Or is it just me?
Hey. That's a 10 out of 10 if ever I've seen one.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey! Bro!
Ah. Hmm. Oh. Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hey. Hey. Yeah.